Hey everybody, my name is Cohen Brown. I graduated from Tennessee Tech University in 2017. I was on Mountain Project 2016 with Justin Wright, and me and Justin were also in New Zealand in 2017 for a cross-cultural project. And he's asked me to tell you a little bit about my ministry and some ways that you could pray for me. Uh, I am on staff with a very young church plant in Boston, Massachusetts. We planted about a year and a half ago in the Fenway neighborhood of Boston. So this is where like the Red Sox play and everything. It's a pretty small neighborhood. It's where most of the universities are. I focus most of my ministry on students from Boston University, which is a university with about 30,000 plus students from all over the world. There's a lot of international students, a lot of students from all different parts of America. So it's a very diverse campus, and I really love doing ministry here, really love working here. I've been here in Boston for almost 3 years now. I was here about a year before we launched to kind of get ready for everything basically and learn about the city. My role on staff is I'm the college lead at Grace City Church, so I oversee college discipleship and any plans that we have for our college ministries. So I'd like to give you three things that you can pray for our church and for my ministry specifically. Um, First thing would be a consistent meeting space. So right now we're meeting at a place called House of Blues Boston. It's a popular concert venue right next to Fenway Park. It's a really awesome venue. If we could stay there forever, we totally would. But as soon as concerts come back at the end of this summer from COVID restrictions, we're pretty much not able to meet there anymore. So we met in an old church building for a while. We met online. We met outside at a park all summer last year. We went back online, and now we're at this place, House of Blues. But our current agreement runs through June 20th, and we don't know if we're going to get extended after that. So just please pray that we find a permanent meeting location, like a movie theater or something like that. There's not a lot of school buildings in Fenway, so uh, it's probably going to have to be some other type of music venue or something like that. But that's my first prayer request. Could you please pray that we find a consistent meeting space and that God would just provide something long term for us? That would be a great blessing. The second thing I want to ask you to pray for is our campus ministry at Boston University that we are trying to launch this fall. So we're in a very college-aged neighborhood in Boston, and so it's very important for us to have access to the campus. And so the biggest school in Fenway is Boston University, and we have a group of students finally from Boston University who want to start a college ministry at BU. We actually have a student who's a freshman, just finished her freshman year, who moved up from Florida to be a part of our church. She came here on a mission trip in high school. We pitched some vision, and she decided to move up here and go to BU so she can launch a college ministry. So we've got the students for it. We're really excited. And they're currently, over this summer, in the process. They've submitted their applications. So they now have like meetings with faculty and whatnot to get that through. So please pray that those meetings go well. Just pray that our campus ministry starts this fall and that we get access to the campus this fall and that we can reach more students that way this fall. So that's the second thing. The third thing and the last thing is just pray for laborers to be sent to Boston full time. This summer we have a group of interns from something called GenSend. It's something that the Southern Baptist Convention and the Send Network do every summer, where they send students to church plants in cities to be interns basically and to help church plants and learn what it's like to work for a church plant and do church planting ministry in a city in need. And so we're going to pitch a lot of vision to them. So pray that at least some of those move to Boston full time, get jobs here, maybe go to seminary, come on staff, something like that. And also just pray that people from other avenues and other places would be raised up as laborers to be sent to Boston. Boston is one of the least Bible-minded cities in America. There's so many students, there's so much potential here, but it's very dark, and the need for laborers is extreme. There's a very high need for laborers and for healthy churches here in Boston. There are churches in Boston, there are healthy churches in Boston, but not as many as there should be. So that's the three prayer requests for a consistent meeting space, for our campus ministry to launch this fall, and that laborers would be raised up to move to Boston. Thanks so much for praying for me and my ministry. This will be a great blessing. I hope to uh, get back with you at the end of the summer and tell you that all these prayers have been answered. So hopefully you'll see me again at the end of the summer saying that those things have come true. But thank you so much for praying for me, and I hope God blesses your summer in Orlando.